Hello, 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 hello. Alright, so I'm really about to rant about a few topics, but I want to start it off with I hope you enjoy this Like a Boss compilation video because even though I talk my shit, ooh, nice. I talk my shit on topics that some folks may not want to talk about, that's nice. But I try to enjoy life as much as I can. And watching people do things that other people can't do, you know what I'm saying? It makes me admire the universe even more. I really do admire the universe and what it's capable of because look at us now. As a species, look at the animals that are out in the world that, you know what I'm saying, that really exist. Look at that gorilla, la 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 la. Get it, dude. So anyway, I was watching. No, 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 no. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was watching this video on up and coming movies. As there's this Flash movie, and I instantly disagreed with it because I just finished watching. Uh, it took a while, but I just finished watching all the DC shows on Netflix, meaning Flash, The Arrow, Supergirl, Superwoman, Supergirl, um, DC Legends, um, and right now I'm finishing, or not finishing, but I'm on the second season of Batwoman on HBO. And the one thing that caught my eye is that, for whatever reasons, these producers of these shows are really pushing the LGBTQ community into everyone's face that dares to watch. Nice save. That dares to watch um, whatever show might be involved with that. So on Supergirl, there's a lesbian relationship. Um, on Flash, is there no, I don't think. No, Flash didn't. Whoa, that's a big mouth. I don't think Flash had anything to do with it. Green Arrow. I mean, yeah, the Arrow, the Green Arrow. Let me see. Green Arrow had some lesbian action, and DC Legends had some lesbian action, and Batwoman from HBO has some lesbian action. Whoa, nice quick reactions. I don't see anything wrong with people's sexuality. I don't see anything wrong with people's pronouns, what they are going by. It's just one of those things where when you shove it down a person's throat, it's like, look at me, I want to be seen. That's something that you don't want to teach your kids. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to teach your kids to want so much attention. But yet, as adults, we have started to accept it. That was some years ago. It's not nothing new. There was homosexuality in the military a long time ago. Think about this. Think about the Romans and all these other conquering countries and nations. History won't tell us whether they conquered a place and kept the women um, traveling along with them as they went from a province or a city or state, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that bull was smart. For entertainment for the troops. History won't tell us that. I believe it to be true. I also believe it to be true that there's a lot of homosexuality, because when there wasn't women around, men have a tendency of putting their penis into any hole that they can find. Fruit, trees, you know what I'm saying? A soggy log. So I don't put it past men. I don't put it past women either. You know, whenever their hormones are raging, they'll do what they gotta do. As a matter of fact, if you look on the history of dildos, it'll let you know of the different materials that was crafted into dildos for women to use. And you'll sit back and be like, dang, you know, some women were trying, vertical. You got ups. Trying so many different things to get their rocks off. Alright, so when I'm watching something on TV, I don't want something to be thrown in my face. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is that if I'm watching a TV series called The Flash, I understand that Flash is a member of the Justice League, and I understand that the Flash is going to have some supervillains. So I'm expecting to see the Flash to be a hero fighting supervillains. I'm not expecting to see any type of teaching lessons or morality or ethics or anything like that, because it's a comic book, or it comes from a comic book. You know what I mean? And these comic books are so freaking old. Oh, she got skills. Are so freaking old. You know what I mean? You gotta think that DC and Marvel have been putting out comic books since, I ain't gonna say since, but even during the time of warfare, communism and all that stuff. So they had their part to do with spreading propaganda and things like that. So, you know, I'm not expecting moral and ethic compasses coming from a comic book genre. So why would you throw in sexuality and genders, diversity, racial diversity? And speaking of racial diversity, here's the segue into the part of the video where I'm like, whoever is allowing these programs to put shit out, you know what I'm saying, for people to see, they really are trying to diversify what we're watching. You know what I'm saying? They're really trying to force us to accept some things. some things like interracial relationships. Damn near everything that we see on TV is a melanated woman having a relationship with a non-melanated man, or a melanated woman having a relationship with a non-melanated woman. And I don't get that. I don't understand it. Of course I know it exists, but why do I need to be reminded of it if I'm not looking for it? It's a scary thing to... Whoa, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see how he skipped over that step? Yo, we gotta... That was amazing. Check that out. That's hella flexible. Look, 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 look. Come on, man. Could that be real? Could that be real? Wow. That's something that you would have to just watch over and over again and just be amazed and be like, it is what it is. But anyway, it's like you got to be afraid of what you search on your search engine, because best believe, someone in the government with on some supercomputer or whatever is going to register what you type into your computer, and they're going to target search words. There's bots out there to target search words. It's like YouTube and its videos. There's bots, and there's people being paid to listen for certain words. So it's like, we have to be careful in everything that we do, and there's a lot of people who aren't aware of that, and so that's when ignorance is bliss, because a person can live their whole life being ignorant to what's going on, and they're not going to be affected by it. But then there's people who show that they are aware of what's going on, and they got to go through so many different trials. Ooh, that's strength. Trials and errors. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This is another Like a Boss compilation. But I was left off at when someone becomes aware of the bullshit, they might get challenged in their life some kind of way. And I don't know, man. When we talk about lucky people, we see it in so many different ways. And it's kind of like watching these Like a Boss videos. A lot of these people rehearse, and they concentrate and focus on the things that they like to do well. And so it looks easy to us. Well, they make things look easy, even though they've been working on whatever they work on to ooh, look at that contortionism. Like all that takes years of exercise. Years of practice. Some cool shit. So anyway, the topics that I've been talking about is dealing with forcing me to watch sexual diversity or sexual gender diversity, racial diversity, and I want to get on this topic of lies and deceptions, because I've said this before on some other videos, that if there's a TV show that's supposed to target kids, why throw lies and deceptions in there as though it's okay? That was just a drop of water. That dude was good. Anyway, it's like lies and deception has made people numb to its existence. Am I saying that right? It's made people to where it's like they see it, but it's like, so what? And biggest problem with politics and government is that the people who are part of the minority, which is the people who are part of the have-nots, we see what the people who have something, we see what they're doing and what they're talking about. We see that the people who have shit, they say damn near any and everything that they want to say, and it's expected to be okay for them to say it. And for us who don't have the power to make change, we are expected to, wow, is she going to really do this? Okay, I was wondering if she's going to bring her leg all the way around. I was like, man, she had to pop her hip socket out of socket, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think it's messed up that people can lie and deceive other people and there's no repercussion. You know, but as a parent, you try to teach your kid that, okay, don't lie to your family, but you're going to have to lie eventually to people outside. Excuse me. Outside of your family or outside somewhere, you're going to have to lie to somebody. You're going to have to deceive somebody in some kind of way because it has become a way of life. Wow. So anyway, look at this. Walking on water. So anyway, for it to be on TV, I don't think that's right, and I don't think it's just not right, period. You know what I mean? Why do we gotta lie to kick it? Why do you gotta show all this deception in order to get ratings? It just don't, it's not right, and it don't make sense. It don't make sense at all. I understand movies, cartoon, well, I think I could respect it. Whoa. I could respect it if it was written in the description of the video. Kind of like, you know how they say, this movie is rated PG, whatever. It's got nudity, violence. You know what I'm saying? They should put lies and deception. This is only a movie, just a movie. Don't try this at home. You know what I'm saying? And what pisses me off about people is that, and I'm a victim to this too. Take people who smoke cigarettes. They got the Surgeon General warning people about what can happen to them if they smoke these cigarettes. What they're putting into their body. And we still smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but when I did, you know what I'm saying? I was not giving a fuck. You know what I mean? Look at that. And so, at least on our entertainment and things, we should still have the opportunity. He moved away from legs. That was cool. But we should still have the opportunity to register the fact that this is only entertainment that we're watching. I mean, think of all the people who do ill, fucked up shit based off of what they had absorbed from the shit that they watch on TV. You know what I'm saying? Look at a person who might play a video game about shooting, and then they go to the shooting range, or they go to the country and they shoot their targets to become better because of based off of what that video game is putting out there. It's like, yo, it can work. Sorry about that. That was a commercial. But it's like, when people see that it can work, they use it in their own type of way. It's kind of like hip hop and the culture of hip hop. When hip hop was about taking the things that you read and sharing it with your crew, they called it conscious rap. But when the government got involved and was like, you can make more money if you can deceive your audience and make them only see that rappers are involved with gunplay and dope dealing, so that way we can fill the private prisons. Did nobody really report that? It was just one moment we had conscious rap, next moment we had gangster rap. No one had a choice. Well, hold on. If you were in tune with what you were listening to, you made a choice on what you listened to. But if you was just a follow me person, you know what I'm saying, like I'll follow whatever the trend is, then you might not pay attention to the change. And so it's like your heroes sell out and they don't explain why, because it fucks with their money. So far in this video, if I can do a recap, I'm talking about on his head. I don't like, what the hell? That was cool. I talked about how, putting people's sexual preferences in the TV shows is pretty fucked up when you're supposed to be targeting kids. You know what I mean? And there's no advisory on it. When you're trying to diversify, now that's talent. When you're trying to diversify your TV show, you know what I'm saying, with interracial relationships and with the LGBTQ community without any type of warning, yeah, that shit's fucked up. Hey, good going, kid. He's been practicing on that. But, what the fuck? That's cool as hell. Now think about this. Okay, and the third thing that I'm talking about is just lies and deceptions. It's messed up that people are lying to us and deceiving us, and we're accepting it. We're just accepting it. With a mask. Creepy, but with a mask. I know that I could have turned off those TV series a long time ago, but I made the choice to try to find something to enjoy. Oh, I see now he got some wheels on his helmet. I made, the sound choice to be like, okay, I know what I'm watching, so I can't sit here and just really bash the shit. And I'm not really trying to bash the shit. It's just that, I didn't appreciate how, there was no warning for the people who don't pay attention to what they are watching. And I'm a humanitarian to a certain degree. I don't want people to get deceived, and I don't want someone saying, well, I didn't know, when you have all the evidence right in front of your face. Now check out all these people that are in these compilations. It's like, how much time do you think they're putting into watching the bullshit that's on TV? It's a lot of times when I sit back and I'm like, man, when I watch a movie or when I watch something on TV, I sit back and I'm like, man, how can these people go to sleep, without a TV on? You know what I mean? And then I'll be like, yo, why are these people doing something like they never seen this in a movie? What I'm talking about is like, when you watch a movie and you see somebody doing some dumb shit, look at that. Sharing the same needle but creating two pieces of art. Now that's something. And look at that, it's Tupac. So anyway, I want a lot of people to find as much peace and harmony as they can. And I want people also to take the responsibility of what they choose to watch. Now that's skill. Even though it feels like there's going to be some trickery on that last picture that we saw. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here because I don't want to go in circles. It's just the fact that I'm aware of what I'm watching, but it scares me because I don't think there's a lot of people who are aware of what they're watching, and they're going to go through life with this, I didn't know that this was going on, when it's like right there in front of their face that this was going on. They were making a choice to watch what they were watching, and they're going to go through whatever they got to go through in life. And some people are not bothered by that. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird, and it gets to me to where I want to say something, and that's what I like about YouTube. Ooh, nice range. Perfect circles too. And that's what I like about YouTube, because you can voice your opinion. You know what I mean? It's like therapy. Whenever I was going to therapy, whenever I went to therapy, couples therapy, there was like, most times it's best to write everything that you want to say to your partner before you say it, or just give them a note. Ew, that was ew. She was so skinny, G. Anyway, and when you write this letter, you'll see for yourself that there's a lot of extra things that you might not even want to say to them. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of extra things that should not be said to them. You know what I'm saying? So, you're correcting yourself and you're keeping yourself in check. He got an Audi. And that reminds me of Marlon Wayans. He has a stand-up. He's talking about people with Audis. Talking about the belly button protrudes outwards. But anyway, what I want you to get from this video is that I know we need to be entertained. There's a lot of people that concentrate on educating themselves, and they spend more time educating themselves than they do entertaining themselves. And there's certain things that they're trying to achieve in life. Well, we are all, that's beautiful. Well, we're all different in so many different ways. And we all have to, now that's talent, we all have to learn who we are. And when it comes down to relationships, I wish people took more time to learn who they were before they really got involved with somebody else. I had a ism to where I'd be like, yo, if, and this is what I would say to a female, you know, if we take the time to be with each other, we should take the time to learn who we are individually while we're learning who we are together. You know, we can do it simultaneously. Fuck titles. Fuck traditions. Fuck the shit that we were taught. And, you know, try something new so we can learn how to be something new and not some of the same shit that's been failed over and over and over again. You know, I really want a relationship to be strong and a relationship to work with somebody. But the females that I brought that conversation to would always take it to another level, like, you're trying to betray me. You know, it's kind of like I'm trying to trick them into a sense of insecurity. No, not insecurity, but I'm trying to make them think something now so I can get away with something later. And I was like, nah, that's not it. I want us to benefit from everything that we do together. And it's something we can have some pride in together. Because it's like, we're doing this together. We have a mission that we want to complete together. You know what I'm saying? But I never met a female that was down with that. And even now, you know what I'm saying, I'm 47. And I really haven't heard a woman talk on a level of growth. You know what I'm saying? Of figuring out who she is first before dealing with a partner. Wow, a whole cake. Or if she and her partner are going to do it together, you know what I'm saying? I've never heard a woman talk on that level. As a matter of fact, I've never heard a man. I'm taking my time to really think about what I have and have not heard over the years. But I really have to think hard about whether or not I've heard anybody talk about having a successful relationship by growth. You know, growing as an individual person. Because, I mean, think about it. We really don't know who we are until we get into our 30s and 40s. But in between time, we are still wanting to go through the emotions that we go through, you know what I'm saying? And the hormones and the exploration and the validation and trust that comes along with, you know, these what do you call it, like life experiences. It's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna share this story and then I'm gonna get off of here for real. When I lost my virginity, I had hooked up with a female that was interested in me. And I mean, she was interested in me. For real. You know, we pretty much, you know, we picked and teased with each other and we showed each other that we was interested in each other. Period. Point blank. And all the ways that you could think of that. And whenever I was at her house one day, and I knew that she was going to give me her body. I didn't tell her I was a virgin. Instead, I went in there thinking that, okay, I'm going to do this, do this, do this, do this. I'm going to perform like this, perform like that. And I ended up, I came way too fast. And her reaction was like when I came, I got up and, started wiping myself off or whatever and started getting dressed. And she was like, no, 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 where you going? Where are you going? Look at that. Art. I love art. But she was like, where are you going? We're not done. Are you saying that you're done? Things like that. But if I had just told her that, she was my first, just think of how she would have maybe said like, hey, this is my first too. Or been like, okay, well, we got some time to experiment and fill this out. Because, as far as penis size, she complimented the penis size and things like that, but I was the one that wasn't honest. And after that, I was the one who didn't give her a chance. To show how honest she would be with me type thing, It was kind of awkward for us to be on the same school bus, but, she didn't disrespect me in any kind of crazy way, and I didn't disrespect her, As a matter of fact, yeah, it was cool. She didn't mess up anything for me. You know what I mean? It was just another day. I did get the feeling that she wanted to do it again, but I didn't react to it. So, with this video and the videos that I make on this channel, it's all about growth. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hype somebody into doing something ignorant. I want folks to do whatever they can do to be the best person that they can be. And so, there's so many things that people go through and experience, and then they share it with other people, and it's up to somebody else to take something and learn from it and better themselves. You know what I'm saying? So with this channel, that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give people different angles, different perceptions, different ways of, and that's beautiful, different ways of looking at life, so that way they can figure out which way they want to go. That's what my disclaimer is. I'm not the smartest person in the world, and I'm not the dumbest person either. I've done my research on some things, and there's a whole lot out there that I still need to do research on. The most important thing that I want a person to do with my videos is to question everything that I talk about and then form their own opinion. And from their opinion, no, question everything that I'm talking about and then do some research on the different things that I'm talking about. And from that research, find some facts that can form a great opinion. And take your opinion and share it with other people. And the reason why I think it's important for you to share your thoughts with other people, because you never know when somebody has been thinking about the things that you have thought about, but they didn't have anybody to share it with. And in this world, you got a lot of people sharing bullshit, and it's hard to find people that's sharing something that's going to nurture your spirit, your mental. You know what I'm saying? So, all I can say is have a good day, have a good night, and have a good morning. Peace.